Welcome back inside the State Champs studio for another episode of State Champs Women's Hangtime. I'm your host, Elizabeth Coon, here with Lexi Ayala, our basketball analyst. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. Starting it off, a really exciting one. Westfield Prep getting the double OT win against Arbor Prep on a buzzer beater. It does not get much better than that. Lexi, it came right down to the wire. How did they pull this one out?
Westfield Prep was able to pull this one off because of tough defense. And let me just tell you, Layla Slim Marshall is one of my Lexi Ayala's icons. Arbor Prep just had to play keep away for literally 5 more seconds, but Westfield Prep never gave up. The entire team played through all 4 quarters and came into this game as the underdogs. Remember, Arbor Prep and the Utomi sisters just beat reigning state champs West Bloomfield. So for Westfield Prep to come in and take this game, that is absolutely insane. And by the way, Slim isn't just my icon because she hit the buzzer beater in double overtime and hit that dance while her teammate Shemaya Reed picked her up into the air. She's also a 4.05 GPA student. Iconic.
Next up, big win here. Lake Fenton dominated over Owasso. That final was 63-28. Lexi, this was a team effort from starters to the bench. What makes this team so special?
You said it, Liz. Starters to the bench. All 10 players on this Lake Fenton team can play basketball, and they're all lethal scorers. However, the freshman, Kendall Smith, she's my icon. This freshman comes in, she can gel with any team that she plays with, AAU, school ball, it doesn't matter. And her 14 points per game might not look too flashy, but again, this is a team where everybody can score and everybody pitches in and game out. This freshman already has offers from University of North Dakota and Central Michigan. And as I was doing some Twitter stalking, I found out that U of M's head coach follows her on Twitter also. This freshman is iconic.
Another big win here. Rockford soars past Hudsonville. That final score, 45-28. Lexi, what makes this Rockford team so effective on the court?
What makes Rockford so effective on the court is that they're led by guard Anna Wypich, which is one of mine, Lexi Ayala's icons, because of how calm and collected she is while she puts players in the dirt from beyond the arc. Her three-point shot might as well be a layup. That's how money her three is. She had a game-high 15 points in the win over Hudsonville, and Wypich did this against Hudsonville's Loyola Chicago commit, Maddie Petrolia, who is known as the state's best three-point shooter. Not only that, but I have a soft spot for a good old daddy-daughter, mother-daughter, whatever, parent-child bond, and that's exactly what Anna Wypich has with her mom, Jenny Wypich. Jenny is one of the assistant coaches at Rockford, and Jenny is also a Hall of Famer at Michigan Tech, where, guess what, Alyssa is heading.
We talked about it a little bit before, but West Bloomfield held their MLK Classic. The Lakers would host the last game of the night to visiting Cass Tech. Boy, was it a big night for West Bloomfield. They came away with a win, 71-41. India Davis and Sydney Hendricks led the pack with 15 apiece. Sydney Hendricks' sister, Kendall Hendricks, is now back in the lineup after recovering from a torn ACL. We're going to take a quick timeout and check in with our third member of the team, Carol Lyles, who spoke with Paris McCarthy from Romulus. Let's take a look at that BCAM Chalk Talk.
Well, you have been in the coaching staff at Romulus High School for going on 10 years now. But I want to know what kind of first inspired you to get into coaching?
It was tough. I honestly, looking back at my playing career when I was a student athlete, I did not foresee myself being a coach, but I just had an unwavering love for the game that would not go away. And my dad, he would always be in my ear telling me that I had a lot to offer to the game and to the student athletes. So I just started out just going around the student athletes when I moved back to Michigan, being around the program and just helping where I could, just seeing the need and trying to fill it. And then from there, Coach Herb Buckley recognized my talent and my ability to relate to student athletes, and he brought me on as an assistant coach. So from there, it just blossomed, and we've had a great run thus far.
To check out that whole interview, just head over to the State Champs YouTube page. All you need to do is search State Champs Net. All right, now we're going to check in with Big Lexi's Big Ten. We saw some movement this week. We're going to start with Rockford moving up to the number 2 spot. Lexi, talk about that big jump in the rankings.
Well, Rockford moved up to the number 2 spot from my number 5 spot. Rockford beat East Kentwood 40-28 and whooped Hudsonville 45-28. And Hudsonville is not a joke type of team. Rockford just plays a really tough schedule, so they're battle tested and they continue adding on to their resume of top 100 teams that they've beaten. And even though Rockford put a 17-point win on the board over Hudsonville, while West Catholic only beat Hudsonville by 5, Rockford's lone loss is to that West Catholic team who still sits at number 1 in my Big Ten, so I just can't put them any higher.
Hey, we're seeing a new team enter the race, Holland West Ottawa. They've got a big matchup against Rockford at home this week. Lexi, what did you see in this team to bring them into the conversation?
To get West Ottawa into my Big Lexi's Big Ten, they had to beat Hudsonville, and they beat Hudsonville in overtime. Remember, Hudsonville's a no-joke type of team. They've just had to take some beatings lately. That overtime win against Hudsonville kept West Ottawa's undefeated season going, but like you said, I'm most excited for that number 2 ranked Rockford matchup on February 17th.
With Holland West Ottawa and Flint Carman Ainsworth making it into your top 10, that means 2 teams were kicked out. Who were they and why?
I don't want to do it, but I had to. West Bloomfield and East Grand Rapids are both knocked out. Goodbye Davis Twins, goodbye Macy Brown, Michigan State and Michigan commits. However, it's Flint Carman Ainsworth who's still on their undefeated season and just came off their biggest win of the season, a 55-53 win over Westfield Prep at the Laker Classic in West Bloomfield.
Be sure to go check out the entire rankings on our State Champs Women's website. That's statechampsw.com.
And you better check out these rankings, okay? I put in about 3 hours a week into just these Super 20. My uncle Jason helped knock out this Super 20 with me, so you better check it out. These change every single week. And if you think I'm missing your favorite team, let your girl know.
And go on to our social media websites to check out highlights all week. We'll be back next week for State Champs Hangtime.
State Champs Hangtime is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Visit ltuathletics.com and recruit yourself. Hangtime is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner of the MHSAA. The Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's Athlete of the Year Awards. Applications are being accepted now until March 6, 2023 for the male and female high school athletes of the year. Check out previous winners and download the application today at dacathleteoftheyear.com. And the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. Find out more at bcam.org.